Rapper Pooh Shiesty is facing prison time after pleading guilty to a gun charge in Miami federal court. The case against Lontrell Williams Jr. stems from 3 shootings during the past 2 years, 2 of them happening right here in South Florida. In October of 2020, prosecutors say that Williams and another man shot 2 men after arranging to buy marijuana and high-end sneakers from them. Then in May of last year, Williams was accused of shooting a security guard in the leg at a Miami strip club. Now, prosecutors say he could get up to 20 years in prison, but attorneys from both sides are reportedly seeking a shorter sentence to roughly 8 years in prison instead.
No, we got both come in and out. No, them both come in and out. We some waffle in the drop. Hey, let's go. They don't come with the cover to the safe. No way we leaving out. We up our those off on they block. Ain't no plan with staking now. I start spraying till you get close. You see some come about their house. We tap the one, but I want both. We tried to run, we picked them out. We cool to be running with them until you get caught out of bounds. Got blue on my hands, I still can't put these choppers down. I took the back door when they mad. Then that body don't need count. No, you can't relate to my pockets unless you broke for money count. Time and money, it took me 30 minutes, ran through 100,000. Start walking shit down there 15, no more showing down. Church bring on with my Glock and bitch, my folks had kicked me out. Grandma staying deep in Westwood, I ain't going to school, I ain't from this side. I had no choice, send me back to the south. Now we at Central High. From 17 to 2017, Rico was still alive. So 7 days pass out to 10, don't forget when you felt that fire. Hell, my speed tried to start hissing, I couldn't shoot cause I was shot. Look, it went in and out, but the blood wouldn't even start. 30, don't pull over, get straight to the hospital on my heart. They check me in, turn around me up, start asking questions. I snuck out back in the truck, pick it back up. I need something done, I can't lay down. Grab him spaz when you in my city. Go pop out looking for problems. Bullshit, my love me, I'm always with it. When we still new, I packing the blunt. Finna fight a nigga, know him up in a minute. I iced out blood, cause he just went platinum. Got M's in the teeth, new sound different. Bitch, it ain't no fee next time. You the first one to pay attention. Ask me why I'm always quiet, so when I talk, you pay attention. Long trade ain't going on 4 years, shit still pretty new, can't get no hit. I went got little T on my face when you see me, I can't stop, nigga, bro, shit cut me deep. Thought I was scarred, but that was deep. All the soft shit you'll never see, pour a 4 just to dog my face. Everything came with the streets, going out of G, they know I'm with it. Think you say cause you got chop on you, that bitch better have set. I already set up his partner, they know that this shit get stayed. Championship racing on my middle finger, match the butter on my penny. Killing shit dripping it fast, mirror shoes fit a little different. I learned the kind watching my OG know what dope up in the kid. I'm up the chopper, you ain't gon' blast. With all my men in position, no member get low behind. Yeah, I'm bringing everybody with me. To all the ones in the sky, keep standing beside me till I feel. The reason I keep on the slide, I can't let myself get dizzy. Bought a new baby Glock now, took out the clip, slap it in the fit. I might get caught with your favorite rapper, baby mama with me. We come hard from the hat to the soft, where I'm from, this shit drippin'. Miss the trick, doctor, ain't come.
Did y'all catch that one? Yeah, like I said. But it's 2026, y'all. True results. We're trying to get organized, less rambling, straight to the point. So this video right here, as the title says, we're gonna break down a few things about separate from facts from fiction and what's going on with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Man, with a little bit of Big Head Yo Gotti and a whole lot of bit of bloggers, right? So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna deep dive into one of the craziest stories buzzing around online. The drama between Pooh Shiesty, Gucci Man, Yo Gotti, and the street rumors that got the whole internet talking. We separating fact from fiction, showing you what really happened behind the scenes, and giving you the straight up street to boardroom perspective on how this strap in, put the seatbelt on, and ride with True. It's about to get real. First, what's actually confirmed. These are facts, right? We're just gonna start with a ninja real name. Pooh Shiesty's career and his legal situation. Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Jr. blew up in 2020 with Back in Blood. Y'all know the song with Lil Durk. And signed to Gucci Mane's 1017 Records, which Gucci Mane parent company is Atlantic. And that's the deal. You ain't got to worry about the rappers with the label. You got to worry about who distribute them and who they break bread with. We call them the Great Whites, right? In 2021, he was arrested in connection with a robbery shooting incident in Florida and later pleaded guilty to federal firearms conspiracy charges, which you'll see all the footage for those who missed it at the end of this video. All the footage from 3 different shootings and everything at the end of this video. All right, Gucci Mane 1017 situation. Just starting from the beginning, just follow me. See, Gucci 1017 had a rough time with his artists, right? Some passed away, like Big Scar. That's Pooh Shiesty's cousin. He died at 22 years old from a drug overdose in 2022. And a lot of the rest of Gucci artists are either dead or incarcerated. In late 2024, Gucci announced that he was dropping all 1017 artists except for 2, Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano, letting us know that everybody else wasn't meeting up to the labels, his boss's criteria, and so he had to let them go. And except for Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano, he held on to them because he saw value, and those are basically what he's saying is his boss is like, we're not promoting them, no, there'll be no marketing or nothing. They not marketable, so they had to go. And that's business. That's business one-on-one. You can't get mad at that. All right. Now, the rumors and why they spiraled out of control. Everybody I see bloggers putting stuff on their mama, their kids. Everybody got the video of this happening, except for the damn police. Ain't nobody saying nothing but bloggers putting their kids, their life, and Jesus on it. Jesus and Jesus, the Mexican and Jesus, both of them. They put them on anything. Anything start with a J. All right, let's get it. All right. So there's been a lot of what I just said across all the anti-social media platforms, X, TikTok, Reddit, and somebody go tell that dude, wherever you from, Trap Lord, Ross, Mouse, whatever it is, come on, bro. Take your head back where you came from, because you are draining the shit out the culture. I'm talking about for real. Reposting shit, like, just like watering this shit down. You know what I'm saying? Reading straight from Reddit. Anybody can read from Reddit. We don't need you doing all that. And then he just keep bringing up King Von like 5-6 years later, like he obsessed. Let me stay focused, y'all. I get on his behind later on. All right. What I was saying, my bad. I had to put that in there though. Yeah, lot of things going on all the anti-social media platforms. Some funny, most of it unverified. So let's unpack that, unzip that, like TRURESULTS for to do. Right. Now, Pooh Shiesty robbed Gucci Mane or kidnap him at gunpoint. Let's just start with that. Now, this spread like wildfire. I'm talking about memes, clips, and bloggers talking like it's gospel, right? And y'all just paying y'all tithes, ain't you? But no law enforcement records, no verified police report, no credible source ever confirmed this SHIT. What started as a viral post. Yeah, we know the first one that posted it. What's your name? Fuchsia's TV? Yeah, I go check him out. I ain't saying nothing, but I'm gonna make you go viral, right? What started as with Tasha K, or Tasha No K, or Tasha OK. What started as a viral post claimed Pooh did this so he could get out of his Gucci deal and signed with Yo Gotti. Now, two of the what they call self-proclaimed big dog commentators, I'm gonna call them, like Adam 22 and Whack 100. Now, both of them publicly said this narrative is unsubstantiated and unlikely to be true. I would think if the feds only knew. Well, if the two of them federal motherfuckers allegedly Whack and Adam say it ain't true. Well, that's what the feds might, whatever. Bottom line is internet myth making, not verified fact. Now let's go to the online trolls and beef. All right. Now we got one of the biggest shows like 6ix9ine troll Gucci online, claiming that he got robbed in a club, and then mixing in Shiesty's case. But again, this was trolling and not factual. Right? Online commentators also made up stories like Gucci's men got robbed by crews tied to Pooh Shiesty's clique. Pooh Shiesty forced Gucci to free him from his contract. Studio fights where jury was lost. Damn, which one is it? Right? All three. They out of control. None of these have any official confirmation. They're just street gossip that spread because we know the internet loves drama. That's what Reddit is. Now, the behind the scenes politics that y'all need to know about. This is where the real street, the in the streets and the industry mix comes in. Let's go back to the Gucci Mane versus Yo Gotti. This is a beef with history. Now, there's a very old, deep beef between Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti, tied into industry politics, clashing of egos, and even the tragic Memphis murder of Young Dolph years ago. People like Hernandez, Govan, Mr. Guilty, Not Guilty, Orange Mountain Quick have discussed that beef and how it goes far beyond simple music rivalries, down to old disrespect and alliances. We're going to get on his ASS later on. That beef adds extra fuel to every rumor because fans and clout chasers love to paint everything as part of two camps. Right? Now let's take it back. R.I.P. to Big Scar. The real tragedy. Because we know this is real. Big Scar, Pooh Shiesty's cousin and fellow 1017 artist, died in December 2022 of an accidental prescription drug overdose. That hit the 1017 crew hard, and some fans connect those sad events with the current animosity narratives online. This isn't rumor, y'all. It's a fact that sets real emotional, right? Really set the stage, like the backdrop of how people talk about Gucci Pooh and the label, right? So what's really going on? Well, I'm gonna tell you if you just listen. Shoot. Here's a straight up TRURESULTS picture, y'all. Pooh's relationship with Gucci. Originally, mentor, mentee. Real support, real hits, right? Legal setbacks messed up the groove, right? His time in federal custody slowed his career, Pooh Shiesty that is, and gave the internet too much damn time to gossip. Now, no credible evidence Pooh robbed or kidnapped Gucci. Online rumors are just that, rumors with no verified sources or police records. Y'all gotta get that in y'all head. Street beef between Gucci and Yo Gotti exists separately. That's a long-standing industry beef, not something tied directly to Pooh's contract drama. Big Scar's death, like I just mentioned, just adds emotional weight because that was Pooh Shiesty's cousin. Fans tie everything back to that loss. One more time. Fans tie everything back to big scars, accidental overdose. Understandable, but yeah, speculation, right? Now, before I let y'all go, I told you I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I want to leave y'all with this. Y'all just gotta face the hardcore truth. These cats online are twisting every little post into a blockbuster crime story. Pooh didn't rob Gucci at gunpoint. The rumor started on social media and spread like wildfire because of beef and people wanting drama. True. There's no verified police report, and even industry voices are calling it fake as F-U-C-K. What's real is Pooh's rise, his legal issues, the mentorship with Gucci, big scars, tragic passing, and the backdrop of historic beef between Gucci and Yo Gotti that gives people fuel to spice every rumor up. Always look for credible reports before you take street memes as gospel. True results. Watch the rest of this video for the people that missed, and you will see some footage of Pooh Shiesty's 3 shootings. All footage of all 3. Stay safe, stay true, and stay blessed. And if you wish to donate to the channel, Cash App will be $TRURESULTS #2. I thank you in advance. I wanted to call a few names, but I'm going to do that next video. But off the top of my head, Marilyn, Clint, Kenny, Pappy, that's the name of a few. Damn. All right, I'll make my list next video, y'all. I'm sorry, but y'all know who y'all is. True results. It's a lot of y'all. Stay safe, stay true, and stay blessed, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. And they got a new button, Hype. I think it's Hype. Hype me up. Hype man gone. Certain? Yeah. Y'all know the song. Let's get it. True.
We have a dangerous situation to tell you about. It. Really shocking video in southeast Memphis at a gas station. People are stunned watching the security video, this surveillance pictures of an attempted robbery. Thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Burke.
And I'm Joy Redmond. So the footage itself, of course, is terrifying, but it's what the victim did that has really dropped some jaws, if you will. Action News 5's Griffin Demaray joining us live now from the Shelby Center gas station with more on this. Griffin, we've been talking about it all day. It's just unbelievable to watch it.
Yeah, guys, I've never seen anything like it. I'm going to set the scene for you a little bit. This all happened Sunday night. Like you said, Shelby Center right behind me. You could see some shattered glass in those windows. That is where some bullets sprayed them, and that just tells a small piece of what was a very, very complex story.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what, that was a pretty crazy video.
Wow. That's crazy. Oh, he didn't actually shoot him in the head.
And if you look at this freeze frame, you can understand why Olivia Coe was so surprised. But let's rewind a little bit. One man goes to leave the Shelby Center gas station, and one man approaches him with a small assault rifle. He gives him his belongings, and the victim reaches into his pockets. He pulls out his own weapon. Shots were fired, and the two ran off. Coe said things like this are becoming far too normal.
I mean, I see it pretty often. I go to the gas station, like guys get out their car with, the big choppers on them all the time. And it's just normal. It's pretty scary because, in most situations, the people shooting at each other, they don't hit each other.
The people that I spoke to outside the gas station said the intended target who pulled the gun out of his pocket was in the right. And both Coe and Phil McKinnon said you have to make sure you are always protected.
But you also got to protect yourself. For whatever reasons.
You got to be careful, man. You got to watch your back. You got to watch your front and your back. You got to be careful out here in these streets.
Coe said she has seen this movie before, and there's a common trend when you see these videos.
They ain't got no aim in Memphis.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they don't have no aim.
Now, it's just unbelievable to see, because we've seen security videos at gas stations, dollar stores before, where people are held at gunpoint, but never do you see someone pull out another weapon and point it at them. So just unbelievable that no one was really hurt by that. Now, we did reach out to Memphis police for an update in that investigation. They said it is ongoing, that they have nothing else to provide. But
well, a South Florida rapper is facing a judge after police say that he was involved in an armed robbery. NBC6 reporter Claudia DeCampo has more on the charges he's facing.
He's an entertainer. He goes by the name Pooh Shiesty.
His real name is Lontrell Williams, and prosecutors say on October 9th he was involved in an armed robbery in Bay Harbor Islands.
Several people agreed to meet 20-year-old Lontrell Williams to sell him marijuana and expensive sneakers.
Detectives said Williams arrived at a parking lot near East Bay Harbor Drive in Town Hall just before 2 in the afternoon in a lime green McLaren. A black Mercedes Maybach followed and another black vehicle. Then, according to the arrest warrant, while the alleged victims were talking with Williams, 2 men from the other black car approached them with guns, shooting at them, and Williams allegedly pointed an assault rifle at one of them.
He's kind of a well-known guy. He's #1 on Spotify right now. So we're to believe that he shows up to this alleged robbery scene to rob a person with his own $30,000 in cash from someone that he rented the car from.
The victims went to an urgent care on Biscayne Boulevard and later to Aventura Hospital for their gunshot wounds.
Something happened outside of the vehicle, which has nothing to do with my client.
Williams, aka Pooh Shiesty, is from Memphis and had recently signed on with recording label Gucci Mane's. Now he could face life in prison if convicted of armed robbery with a firearm, a charge that usually has no bond.
The story is laid out in the warrant. Makes absolutely no sense in regards to my client.
I am okay setting a bond. I think this is missing a lot, and I don't generally set a bond in an armed robbery, but it really is nothing here showing me he participated in this.
The judge set Williams' bond at $30,000. In Miami, I'm Claudia Tocampo, NBC.
Just one station with video of what police say is a rapper unleashing a barrage of bullets in a parking lot. 7's Jessica Holly is live on the scene in Bay Harbor Islands with what investigators say led up to that shootout. Jessica.
It was a shooting in the middle of the day involving a well-known rapper, according to police. We reported this story back in October, but now we're seeing how it all went down. Bullets fly in broad daylight. 2 people shot and over $500,000 in exotic cars, all of it caught on camera. This surveillance video is from an October 9th shooting in Bay Harbor Islands, and it has a recording artist who goes by Pooh Shiesty in hot water. Unlike this clip, what happened here is no music video. The surveillance shows a McLaren sports car, Mercedes Maybach, and another Mercedes pull into this East Bay Harbor Drive condo parking lot. Guys eventually get out. The meeting about a pair of high-end sneakers for sale and some money owed. Then this. The man in the white shirt has a pistol. The man in the black sweatshirt is also pointing a weapon. Shots are fired before the gunmen take off in their fancy getaway cars. The victims telling police 20-year-old Pooh Shiesty was behind the wheel of the McLaren and he was armed with an assault rifle. Police also using these Instagram photos as part of their case. Shiesty with an assault-style rifle and cash. Shiesty, whose real name is Lontrell Williams, was arrested a few days later. He and a member of his entourage charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
And new at 5:30, a popular rapper arrested. He's accused of shooting a security guard at a South Florida gentleman's club and will remain behind. Behind bars. A judge denied bond for 21-year-old Lontrell Williams, known as Pooh Shiesty. Police say he was performing at King of Diamonds in Miami over Memorial Day weekend when cash was knocked out of his pocket. When the crowd tried to grab it, police say he showed off his gun, and while he was being escorted out of the club, he fired a shot, hitting the guard in the ankle. He's been charged with
Williams on page 6.
Morning, Your Honor. Brad Cohen and Sam Zegna for the defendant.
Good morning.
Morning, Judge Ruben Scovey on behalf of the state.
It's coming, Your Honor. Reported, sir.
Okay, good morning. Mr. Williams, pursuant to an arrest warrant, was issued June 3rd. It's charging you with aggravated battery with a firearm, and you have 2 attorneys here, or is it? I'm sorry, 2 attorneys in the state. Go ahead. You want to announce again?
Brad Cohen and Sam Zegna for the defendant.
Have you had a chance to review the arrest warrant?
Yes, Judge, we have.
Let's review as well. Okay, I've had a chance to review the arrest warrant. Any argument, counsel?
Yes, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Judge, if you notice in the police report or the A form, it definitely isn't probable cause, in my opinion, for aggravated battery with a firearm. There's no intent shown in that document. There's no words that were said. There's no pointing of the firearm at anyone. Essentially, what the document says and what the witnesses said on that day is that the defendant was being escorted out of the club. He reached for his pockets, looking for money in his pockets. A weapon was pulled, and it was fired at the ground. And after it was fired at the ground, allegedly the ricochet or whatever happened was one of the either security guards or an employee of the club was struck in his ankle. Certainly, it doesn't show up any intent to injure that individual. I think it looks to me like an accidental discharge. But even if we stepped it up from an accidental discharge and said it was some sort of reckless discharge, it still wouldn't have the probable cause to charge him with an aggravated battery with a firearm. There's no witness that says at least even a word that the individual would say, like, hey, I'm about to do something, or something to demonstrate some kind of intent other than an accidental discharge. It doesn't appear that there was anything that would have prompted some sort of intent from the defendant.
Okay. All right, so let me hear from the state.
Judge, the state disagrees with that version of the facts. I mean, this is pretty clear from the arrest warrant. What happened here was the defendant was angry because the victim in this case, who was a security guard, told him to put away his gun. He then grew angry. He pointed the gun at him and shot him. The victim specifically states in the arrest warrant that he had to move out of the way. He was directly shooting at him. The only reason he got shot in the ankle was because he jumped out of the way at the last minute. This happened in front of a club full of people. There's video of the defendant with the gun in his hand. He has a prior pending open case right now where he's also with a gun and 2 people were shot. So, Judge, we're going to be asking for no bond on this.
And Judge, if I may, I'm not sure if you're reading the narrative from when the first police officer went out and took statements. But the first police officer that went out and took statements, it clearly says that he shot into the ground. There's nothing in the first statement that says anything about that he pointed it at anyone. And I don't know what the follow-up is, because all we have is the narrative, the police report narrative, that specifically says that there was something about money that fell out of his pants, and there was a witness, his name, I won't mention his name, but he advised security staff that he escorted the individual out, and the individual had a firearm out and shot towards the ground. That's what the independent witness states.
Yeah, Judge, and this is Sam Zain on behalf of Mr. Williams. 2 points of clarification here. The alleged victim sustained a gunshot wound to the ankle. I don't know how you survive getting hit in the torso by jumping out of the way and get shot in the ankle. And that's buttressed by the fact that the original witness said that the firearm was discharged towards the floor. That's the first point. The second point is that the allegations of the previous case, two people were shot, but
I
Mr.
remember,
Williams,
Mr. Zhang, I remember.
is not the shooter. Correct, Judge. This is a bondable offense. If there are issues with bond, it should be addressed by the court, the circuit court judge with regards to the first case. Aggravated battery with a firearm is not a non-bondable offense. Just so the court knows that we've been in communication with the government. We surrendered Mr. Williams to Metro-Dade Detective Soto yesterday at TGK. We self-surrendered him. He wasn't arrested out and about as a fugitive on the run. We self-surrendered him just like we did last time. He's not a flight risk. And we believe the standard bond's appropriate in this case, Judge.
And Judge, if I may add to that, I mean, this is we've let defense counsel know that he was supposed to turn himself in last week. We gave him the opportunity. They didn't turn him in. He, as far as we were concerned, was a fugitive for the last week. The arrest warrant was signed, apparently, I believe it was on Tuesday or Wednesday. They've been looking for him, and they've turned several times where he was supposed to turn him in. They canceled.
He's here now.
Judge,
What's the
yes,
issue?
Judge.
This is an aggravated battery. He's entitled to a bond. The standard bond is $10,000, and that's what I'm setting. The $10,000 bond with the hold for the division judge. Case number. Hold him for case number F20-14135B. And you'll see your judge tomorrow at 9 a.m. All right?
Thank you.
One other thing. I need to stay away from the
Ruben.
victim. Whoa. What's his victim's name or initials? Is it X? I'm sorry. There's a witness and a victim.
No, Judge. The victim is initials ID. I as in in, D as in David.
Okay.
The victim's initials are FD.
The alleged victim, Sam. Come on.
Can I have the
Thank you,
name?
Mr.
The name
Zangler.
of the initials of the alleged victim or what?
FD, Judge.
Oh, I have it here. Thank you. I didn't see it. Your order to stay away from the victim whose initials are FD. No contact with this victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times. You want me to order him to stay away from this club as well?
Yes, Judge.
Stay away from the King of Diamonds establishment at 7020 Northwest 72nd Avenue in Miami. So while this
Judge,
case
can
is
you-
pending, you can't go there. Yes?
Judge, can you also tell Sam to stay away from there as well?
She doesn't have jurisdiction for that, Judge.
You have good lawyers. This is a serious matter, and you're going to see the division judge tomorrow. Good luck to you.